Well, we are looking at quite the cool one on this Black Friday. A cold start has given way to a well below average afternoon in terms of temperatures. Those temperatures now about 15 degrees below normal, 58 for you in Richmond Hill. That's the warm spot. The rest of the area mid 50s, even some lower 50s. Hampton looking at you at 52 degrees. So it will be cool the rest of the evening and chilly again in the afternoon. Northerly winds are not going to help our cause. Those eventually shift to northeasterly overnight, but the rest of this evening again quite chilly at times, especially later on when we are going to have 40s in the area. Viper radar is clear and dry, no issues with that at all locally, but we get into Saturday again. Starting off, most areas west of I-95 will record a freeze yet again, but temperatures do climb by the afternoon, mid to upper 50s for the most part. Northeasterly winds off the water. A little bit more of added moisture and clouds streaming in overhead means partly cloudy skies could be expected for portions of the afternoon. So as high pressure transits the region, we are going to eventually see those winds shift and a big pattern change by the time we get towards the end of the weekend into next week. No rain chances for Saturday. Maybe spotty shower by Sunday morning. Rain chances do increase Sunday into Monday, with now 60% rain chances expected for periods of Tuesday before a cold front moves in for Wednesday. So timing it all out in the Vipercast, again, high pressure gradually shifts east. We'll have northeasterly winds through the day tomorrow, so a little bit more of a humid feel out there compared to what we've had recently with the bone dry air moving in. Either way, high pressure moves out. We do start to get southerly flow to work back in. Sunday morning will be more mild. Now, there will be a cold front moving in. This is not going to be the main weather maker necessarily, but it will start the more unsettled pattern. As I mentioned, those spotty shower chances continue Sunday night through portions of Monday. I think guidance is a little bit aggressive with any activity ahead of the main area of low pressure that moves in Tuesday. This is going to be the big weather maker with tons of moisture overrunning a warm front, and eventually this is, by the way, the most efficient way to get rainfall here in this time of year. We have tons of Gulf moisture streaming in. More of this activity moves through, and we can expect some appreciable rainfall totals. For tonight, a few clouds give way to partly cloudy skies. Inland spots likely recording a freeze. Otherwise, along the immediate coast, mid to upper 30s. Hilton Head may not even get below 40 on into your day on Saturday. Still looking at a bit warmer of a day. 60s farther south, it's still chilly for northern portions of the low country. On our local waters, winds will shift to a northeasterly component. 10 to 20 knot winds are expected, 3 to 4 foot seas as well, and it will just be a chilly day to begin with. And into the extended forecast, I do need to get the Black Friday graphic off of there, but otherwise, freezing start inland. We do get moisture and even a little bit of warmth back in with rain moving through the area Monday and especially Tuesday. Then we get back to more normal weather for this time of year. Danielle?
Well, I was going to say, people are going to be hitting the road this weekend regardless, whether they're coming back home from, Thanksgiving or maybe, heading to Columbia for the Carolina-Clemson game. What's this weather going to be like this weekend?
Yeah, in the southeast, things should be fine, but then we start looking ahead, and that's when we're going to find conditions deteriorating across portions of the Midwest and Northeast, and that's going to be a big deal for any travel implications. So there's a system moving through the plains. This will be part of what makes it here, but the main issue is going to be winter weather. That is snow for Omaha up into portions of the Dakotas. Eventually, this moves east, and this is going to be a problem for anybody with connecting flights in Chicago and Detroit. Lots in the way of wintry weather, wintry mix along the I-70 corridor, and this does move east. So by the time we get towards Sunday, still looking at the potential for wraparound moisture. Of course, the Northeast is going to find most of the issues into portions of Sunday. So upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, likely looking at a wintry mix or snowfall developing. Of course, you have issues along the Great Lakes as well. Now, for portions of the mid-Atlantic, say from Baltimore and Washington up towards the New York City area, going to have rainfall, but also winds are going to be a major issue out ahead of this cold front. So look for delays possibly if you have loved ones flying home for into next week. That's what's going to have issues because strong winds, and of course you do have showers and storms moving in. Eventually wintry precipit's going to cause issues as well. So it is going to be a bit busy weather-wise, especially tomorrow with connections in the Midwest. And also Texas is going to get in on some showers and storms too if there are any connecting flights in Dallas and Houston. Danielle?